Hey, it's Kim here. Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. I hope you've had a good break. If you got one, I took a recording break over the holidays. Not that I took holidays. I've just watched last year's goals video, which means I've actually remembered what I said I was going to do, and I actually did most of it, all of it, pretty much. I said I had two goals, one of which was to take part in the indie games room, which I did do, and then I put in my resignation. It's a volunteer position. I don't think it counts as resigning. I really enjoyed it. I think I just overloaded myself this year. 2018 was tough for me in a few different areas, but I did help out with the indie games room, which I loved. It was so great to be involved in something that I think is really important. And my second goal for contributing to the indie games room was actually to start a podcast, which didn't pan out in relation specifically to the indie games room, and I actually launched my own podcast, which was called In Development. And you can tell I'm talking in the past tense. I did stop that as well. Again, the overloading, but I did put up 11 episodes. I got to speak to 11 different developers who worked on 11 different games, and it was incredible. I love indie games. I love what they do, and maybe that's not totally reflected in the channel, but that's okay. I play them for myself a lot of the time. And speaking to these people who make games, which is something I love, it's something I'm excited about, and being able to talk to people who create something that I enjoy so immensely was just so incredibly worthwhile for me, and just left me feeling really happy doing it. It did end up giving me a lot of anxiety, reaching out to basically 100% total strangers and being like, hey, can I talk to you for probably an hour? Was a bit of a test of my skills, but I did it, and I'm really proud of myself for doing it. I got to learn new skills. I got to use Adobe Audition. I got to learn how to try to take noise out of audio, which is then crossed over into videos, and it was a really good experience for me. It's the kind of thing where I think if I was less busy, I'd perhaps take it up again, or maybe I can do something on the channel that can work in that way. I don't know. Thoughts that I'm having. My other goal was to make a business plan for a business that I have in mind. I did not make a plan. I continued to add to what I'm currently working on. It's just not something that's viable as an option for me right now, but it's, I don't know, maybe a life goal to just continue steadily working towards, unless my life goal suddenly changes. But it's an area that interests me, and why not just keep working towards it? Something that I'm really proud of actually is this here diary, because I drew on it. And I actually filled it out for the entire year, everything I was doing, which I'm also really proud of me for doing that, because I never filled in my high school diary with all my homework. But I did draw on this across the year, and that's a big deal for me because I'm a bit of a perfectionist in that I will not start things if I don't think I can do it perfectly. And I have been working with myself, on myself, to try and rectify that, because it then means I'm missing out on a lot of opportunities because I'm not giving myself the chance to just stuff up and like, who cares? So this channel is a good example of me just doing it anyway. I did the podcast and just did it anyway, and this diary that I drew on all year is something that I just did anyway. As for goals for 2019 in regards to this video, I thought I would keep them channel focused. So the first one is to make a channel trailer. This is going to be another deal of just do it anyway. It's not going to be perfect. It's definitely something that is outside of my skill range, but give it a go, Kim, with the double thumbs up. I wrote a note in my phone a year ago, 2 years ago, about what I thought I would like to do for a channel trailer, and I just haven't done it because I'm scared of failing. And the other thing I want to do is stream. I did my first stream last year, which was for my 100 subscribers celebration. I had a lot of fun. BitQuest, hi if you watch this, suggested playing an old weird game from when I was a kid, which I found called Grunts. And I had a lot of fun. I did not consider how difficult it was going to be to play a straight up puzzle game and run live commentary, as well as continue an ongoing conversation and explain the game at the same time. It was really challenging. I think if I hadn't played that world through before, I would have really struggled, but we got there. So I thought this year for streams, as in I will do multiple, but I've decided to not overload myself this year. I'm going to do 4. once a quarter. I thought it would be really fun to play a short narrative game. The first stream is going to be in February on Saturday the 23rd. I'm going to be playing Narcosis. Have not decided on time yet. I will do a stream announcement video when I do decide that. I hope to see you guys there. That'll be a lot of fun. And I'd love to hear what you guys have planned, if you make plans or anything for the new year. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope to see you around and see you soon. Bye.